I don't suppose you remember much about last night. How you took part in a particularly alcoholic session at the Duck and Plunger? It appears you were drinking with some of your wizard buddies when you performed your usual party piece of turning one of them into a pink and black spotted salamander. That was Mike. When the spell wore off, the chap in question wasn't too pleased. That's how you ended up in his castle. You are not his favorite person. Only your familiar spirit can help you now. If you can remember his name, that is, you dozy old goat. And welcome to WizBiz. I don't really know why I'm playing WizBiz. This is not the sort of game that does well on YouTube. For one thing, it's a text adventure. There's really going to be very little graphics in this, so if that's a problem, click away now. I will do my utmost to improve the experience by adding some music. I will snap my fingers. There we go, some nice music. And I will add some sound effects and stuff like that if I can find them. I've got access to a sound library. I can do some audioscape stuff. This will be a rich ASMR experience. At least, let's hope that's how it turns out. This might be scrapped. I don't know. There's very little information on this on the internet, so I'm not going to be doing infographics during it. This released for the Commodore 64 in 1987. It was a budget title from somebody called Alternative Software. It cost £1.99 and it came on a tape. A cassette tape, which I'm not really old enough to remember, but I've seen pictures. I have done some research. £1.99 in 1987 is £5.62 now, which in normal money is about €6.76. So it's fairly cheap. This is the 1980s equivalent of one of those indie shovelware games you find on Steam, usually involving an anime of some sort. Dank and smelly dungeon. A nice place to visit, but you wouldn't want to live here. I can also see a can of lager. What now, wise one? I'm assuming, I mean, you know as much about the story as I do, that this is our familiar talking to us, whose name we don't remember because we blacked out drunk. This feels very English. And I don't know if I necessarily mean that in a good way or not. I have a screenshot on my other monitor right now which tells me possible commands. I will show you that now. Yeah, there's a lot of them, and I don't think this lists them all, but we'll try and figure it out. This is a text-based adventure game which are infamous for being difficult to parse. I would like to... Is there a pickup command? Hang on, I'm looking over. Get lager. As you wish. I now have a can of lager. I don't know. Look around. Okay, describe it to me. A dank and smelly dungeon. I'm assuming that the graphic... This is a dangerous thing to assume, but that the graphic on the screen right now is what is actually in the room. Like, can I go through that hole, for instance? Go north. I'm assuming I'm facing north. There's a lot of assumptions. What about south? What about east? What about west? Oh, God. Okay. Drink lager. Okay, maybe how this is controlling the sort of meta layer is that we're not able to do anything for ourselves. Like, we have given ourselves some sort of serious brain damage and our familiar is doing everything. So we don't have an inventory. We're nude right now, I assume. Hell. I'm not sure I understand. Me neither. I'm afraid I can't undress. Well, both of us are probably nude. Search dungeon. There's nothing. Looks normal enough. Well, that doesn't help either. I'm assuming this is going to be a 4-minute video because I am staring at my screen for 3 minutes at a time in confused silence, and this is the first screen. You've probably seen about 20 seconds of gameplay so far. I've condensed it down for you. Suck. Oh, God. Inventory. Okay, at least that's helpful. I know what I have. I just have the lager, so that confirms we are unfortunately nude. I don't have a wizard's robe or any sort of socks on. Even if I did make a faux pas magically at the party, this seems rough. What Michael has done to me. Call familiar. Okay. Nothing happens. This is why I don't play text-based adventures often, if ever. Usually, I would say the average amount of time to finish one is an hour, under an hour, 10, 20, 30 minutes. However, they can last weeks because most of the gameplay involves staring at this screen, wondering which of the 150 words or so you have to put in which order to make something happen. They must have made so much money on hint guides and helplines. Although I can't even find a manual for this game, I'm pretty sure it didn't have one. It's that cheap. Leave dungeon. Open door. Is there a door to the dungeon? Open the lager? You can't open the lager. Open the can? Oh my god, that's worked. Now can I drink the lager? Okay! Holy Christ. That... oh. Fragments of memory come back. A name. Trool. That's it. Trool. Call Trool. Yes! He arrives dressed in Bermuda shorts and sunglasses. He was on vacation and is not too pleased. You must perform all actions through Trool now, as your magic is at a low ebb. We weren't talking to our familiar earlier, it's just a disembodied voice in my head. I have gone magically insane. What does it mean you must perform all actions through Trool now? Like, do I have to say, Trool, go fetch me this thing? Search. Trool, search the dungeon. My eyes probably don't work that well. Looks normal enough. Trool is just as useless as I am. Literally all I can think of is just ramming against the wall with my head until I stop twitching. Down. I'm afraid I can't. Help. I'm not sure I understand. I'm having a panic attack. I can't get out of this dungeon. The walls are closing in. I'm scratching, but my nails are just coming off. Oh god. Up. Up worked! Well, no, I might be in the same one. It refreshed the screen, but I don't know if that's useful or not. It seemed like up must have done something, because what if I go down again? I'm afraid I can't. Well, we're trapped now, I guess. Right. I don't catch your drift. North worked that time, but up didn't? What? North. Oh, okay, we've made it out, I think. Oh god, I might have to draw a map, like a pen and paper map. A cave. A small stone-built structure can be seen to the east. Go east, please. The well house. It contains a well. What else? I can also see a soda siphon. A gargoyle. What now, wise one? Talk to gargoyle. Nothing happens. Okay, it's a fantasy game with wizards, so I assumed that the gargoyle would speak, but now I'm flummoxed. Examine well. Oh great, a spectre has appeared. What now, wise one? What does that mean? Talk to spectre. Nothing happens. Drink from well? I'm afraid I can't. We might be parched, all we've had is lager. Undressed spectre? I'm afraid I can't. It's probably all ethereal or full of goo. I don't know which would be worse. I guess maybe we just ignore the well for now. Like, there wasn't anything else around here, right? It was just some well. Wait, there was a soda boy. I don't know what that means. Get soda. I have a soda siphon. What the hell is a soda siphon? I'm going to Google that. A soda siphon is a device for storing and dispensing carbonated beverages while maintaining an internal pressure, thereby preventing it from going flat. I've never seen this in my life. Fill soda with well. Oh, Jesus Christ. Examine gargoyle. Oh! Search and examine are different. Oh, it appears the gargoyle has a slot in one ear hole, as you do. How else would you... I'm gonna finish that sentence there so YouTube doesn't get mad. I mean, I can't pour soda in the gargoyle's ear. A cavern. A pretty unimpressive rock-hewn chamber. The spectre is following you. What now, wise one? That doesn't feel great. North again, please. I'm gonna be so lost. The well house. What? I went north twice and got back to the well house. This does not feel good. Let's go east. A small stone-built structure can be seen to the east. The spectre is following you. This map makes no geographical sense, does it? Slime pits. A chamber carved from living rock. Slime oozes from cracks in the walls. I can also see a token and a key. Get key. Perfect. And get token. That slot in the gargoyle might be a keyhole, if that's what the youth are calling it nowadays. Get slime? I probably don't have a cup to fill with slime. Alright, let's go east again. Examine gargoyle. Is this the same gargoyle? Because it seems like there's so many different well houses. It appears to have a slot in one ear hole. I would like to. Now here's where the real Dark Souls begins. I need to figure out how to interact with this game to tell it to put a key in a gargoyle's ear. Will it just accept that? Put key in gargoyle. No. Okay. Use key on gargoyle. Use token on gargoyle. Like an arcade token? I'm afraid I can't. It's gotta be one of them unless it's completely different. Insert token? I didn't even have to say a gargoyle. I actually did a little celebratory clap. A piece of paper has shot out of its mouth and it reads, "Your future. The answers lie near water." Examine the well again? My answers lie near water. Doesn't really feel like that helps. Let's try going east from here. Okay, quite a nice dungeon, all things considered. It's got a kitchen, it's got a well, it's got a friendly ghost. I mean, the ghost doesn't actually seem to be doing anything to me. Maybe that's my future. Maybe the spectre is me from the future, a la A Christmas Carol, and it's just warning me of my own mortality. Maybe that's Mike's idea of fun. Anything prepared here should carry a government health warning. I can also see a frying pan, a vacuum cleaner, a gas cooker. Okay, well, get all of those things, please. Get pan. So I have a stove here if I need it, or an oven or whatever. The food store. I can see a bread roll, sausages, a jar of mustard, and the spectre is still following you. Get that bread like a financial TikToker. Perfect. Now I've got everything I need to make a sausage sandwich, I guess. And I can cook it on the stove. Assuming I can turn on the stove, I'm not really sure. What is this? The wine cellar. This is a dipsomaniac's paradise. I'm assuming that means somebody who's into wine and not somebody who is sexually attracted to the Teletubby known as Dipsy. Get wine, open barrel. I don't know what to do in the wine cellar. I guess we'll just leave the wine cellar. The torture chamber. Mike's a wrong'un. I don't want to be friends with Mike anymore. I know we were like, you know, having friendly banter in the pub. He got everybody on board probably by saying it was like what you do on a stag do. This is too far and we should all shun Mike. The cries of the damned echo through the atmosphere. There's radio here permanently stuck on Radio 2. Timely. I can also see a long rod, a short rod, and the spectre is still following you. Get rod. Which rod? Either rod. Can I go north? I can go north, and that's back in the kitchen. Okay, this is fine. Disturbingly, I'm actually figuring out the map a tiny bit. Which is lovely. I feel like I'm able to get to grips with this. I feel like if I was tasked to right now, if somebody pointed a gun at my temple and said, find your way back to the pantry or we'll shoot you, I think I could without too many mistakes. Unfortunately, I don't know what to do. Cook sausages. I'm afraid I can't. Do I need something to light the stove? Search the cooker? Maybe there's a guy in there. Looks normal enough. Oh, Christ. I had a brief moment of confidence and the game has slammed me back down like an angry god. Am I back in the first room? I'm gonna bury myself in the sand and cry. I can't go back now? Why? Down. Okay. Because it seems like there's actually multiple levels. I think I have not really recognized that yet. Because it's saying cool air flows in from above. I think there's 2 levels to this dungeon. Yeah, this is new. The old smithy. Long since fallen into disuse. You can imagine the heat and the clanging of metal on metal. I can also see a poker, a pipe. I would like to take a poker. Get pipe as well, obviously. The Serpent Pit. The floor writhes with frantic reptiles. The spectre is following you. Can I get a snake? I mean, this doesn't feel great, but I think this is an English game, and they've only got 1 poisonous snake, and the snake's venom does not really do anything to humans. It's too small. I'm not allowed to get a snake. I don't know why I turned into a Super Mario brother during that sentence. I'm not allowed. Would the snakes enjoy some sausages? No. That's new. Hang on. I never thought to go through the cooker. My fault. There's a distinct smell of manure. I can also see a frog. The spectre is following you. I'd be overjoyed to pick up a frog. I'm afraid I can't. Okay, well, would the frog like something that I have? Would he like a gift? What do frogs eat? I don't know. We don't really have frogs very much in Ireland. I think we've got some toads. Don't really know what frog's whole deal is, other than, bizarrely, being something I associate with bisexuals. Vacuum the frog. Nope, never mind. Bye. The garden. Lovely now the Hellsbane is in full bloom. I can also see dreamweed. And a wall. Climb wall. Escape this nightmare. I'm afraid I can't. I really thought, given how long it took to process that sentence, that I had figured out the game and that this was going to be the end. I guess really what would be the point of collecting anything if that was the finish? If you just climb a wall? Oh, well that's back into the frog thing. No, it's not. It just looks exactly the same. The garden smells sweetly of the fragrant deadly nightshade which grows here in abundance. I can also see a clothes prop. Get nightshade. I'm afraid I can't. Clothes prop? Is that like a clothes horse? I've never heard it called that before. North again? Oh, some stairs! Stairs lead up to the battlements, and the garden lies south. The spectre is following you. Oh, look how beautiful. Look at what 1987 could do. Actually, I think in 1987 they had significantly better looking games than this. I think even if you got this in 1982, you'd be like, yeah, okay. The battlements. Stairs lead down into the castle. The spectre is following you. I don't need to keep reading out that sentence, do I? It's just good to be reminded of my own death. Just walk along the battlements. The battlement stones stand cold and dark like frozen warriors standing sentry. I have a horrible feeling I'm going to be on the battlements forever as I just slowly inch my way around the entire castle. Oh. I don't know how to get back down onto the ground is a horrible problem, I'm realizing. Oh, thank God. I don't want to be on the battlements anymore. Okay, we're in the castle, probably. A corridor, oak-panelled and smelling of beeswax. I don't know if I could really intuit what beeswax smells like. The not-so-great hall. The best features of this room is the way out. Stairs lead up and down. I can also see a wardrobe. A snarling dog. Okay. Open wardrobe. The dog won't allow it. Oh God, it's a puzzle. Hit dog in face. Hang on, let me see. Destroy. Destroy dog. I'm afraid I can't. You coward. Cook dog? Cuddle dog? I could cuddle the dog. Cuddle dog? This is not a nice doggy, master. Okay, never mind. Oh, if we turn... Dogs are terrified of vacuum cleaners, right? Vacuum. Use vacuum? Like construct vacuum? I don't know what you want from me. Throw vacuum at dog. Okay, that happened. It didn't really seem to do anything. Is the problem. The dog won't allow it. Where's my vacuum? Get vacuum. Okay, I have my vacuum back at least. I don't know where I'm gonna use that. Oh, sausages. Use sausages. I'm afraid I can't. What do you mean? Dogs love sausages, famously. That's one of their favourite things. The Minstrel's Gallery. But why anyone should want all these pictures of Paul McCartney, I don't know. I can also see a guitar and a toilet. Oh my god, this game. Use toilet? Something gruesome has appeared out of the toilet bowl. I don't know what to say about that. Flush toilet? I'm afraid I can't. Oh good, thanks. It's protected from examination by magic? What? Is there now 2 spectres following me? I don't know what that just did. Oh god. Okay. After minutes of fruitless wandering and irritated frustration, I have looked up some sort of walkthrough that I managed to find online. It does not have much interaction. I don't know if anyone's really heard of this game. The results have annoyed me and should annoy you. Here's something I found I should be doing. You see that wall in the background that I very specifically said climb earlier? Apparently I wasn't supposed to say climb. Climb is an illegal word. What I was meant to say was vault. Like I'm playing PlayerUnknown Battlegrounds. Yeah, that makes sense. The riverbank. Is that the city? I'm not really sure what the world building is in this. Is this like a modern city that also just has horrible, torturous wizards in it? The riverbank. It is muddy and rather unpleasant, smelling strongly of waterweed. Get weed. I already got that. Well, not this one. Examine water. I'm afraid I can't. Examine river. Oh, use river. Just rifle around in the mud. Looks normal enough. I'm so angry. Back to the command list. Fish is on there. There's a command called fish. Do I get a delicious fish that I can give to the dog? A sock. I suppose. Fish again? Can I get something else other than the sock? I've already got that. It's all just socks, isn't it? It's just socks. Back in the garden? What? This map is insanity. I feel like an H.P. Lovecraft protagonist. I feel like I'm seeing things that shouldn't be. Oh, this is new. I'm no longer excited by finding a new place because it just means there's more stuff to collect with no real notion of what to do with it. I don't know if I've used an item since that token in the gargoyle ear. There's nothing here. Wait, you can see arrows. Oh god, is it changing location but not the graphic on the thing so that I can barely tell? East. North. North. East. 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 How big is this? East. It's accepting this. It's not saying I can't go that way. Is this the longest chapel there's ever been? I'm walking miles. E. 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 This can't be what I meant to do. Because every time I press the E button and press enter, it's gonna be further and further to get back. I can't go west. What do you mean you can't go west? You can go east forever? Have I ruined myself? Oh god, what do you mean? How do I leave? Am I trapped in here just like the dungeon? Exit. I don't catch your drift. Leave chapel. Oh. I don't know where I am anymore in the chapel. I'm terrified that I'm never going to get out. The chapel, from what I can work out, is an immense labyrinthine maze created by Satan to punish the hubristical. The bells are long gone, but the place is up to its neck in bat droppings. I can also see a violin bow. The spectre is following you. Take the bow. Thank you. I don't know how we're gonna use that. Can't go north. Can't go west. Can't go east. Can I go south? I can't go south either. What? Up? Can't go up. Down. Oh, Jesus Christ. Oh, I've typed northwest and I'm back in the chapel. That's terrifying to me. I don't want to be back in the chapel. I'm gonna type north. Oh, I'm out. Oh, Jesus Christ, please never make me go in the chapel again. That's all I ask of you. My Lord and Saviour, whoever you are, never make me go back there again. I've only just noticed, by the way, after being in this room so many times as I've wandered around, I've only just noticed that this has stairs that lead up and down. I've been so fixated on the wardrobe and the horrible dog. Can I go up from here? I can go up. Oh my god, that would have been helpful earlier. The Great Hall. It is splendidly decorated with fine furnishings and exquisite tapestries. I can also see a sleeping dragon. Of course you can. Examine Dragons, my favourite indie rock band. It's protected from examination by magic. Are you actually blind? Like, what are you talking about? You can look at it with your peepers, can't you, Michael? No, Michael's the torture mage. Whoever your name is? Ralph, I think? I can't open the oak door. Use door? Is the dragon blocking it? Talk to the dragon. Dragons are smart. Maybe we can just talk to it. Okay! Nothing happens. It's, I guess, completely ignoring me. I guess I'm not going in here. Let's go down the stairs. The Ladies' Chapel. Oh, this is perhaps the nicest room in the whole castle. Tastefully decorated in a simple but cheap style. I can also see a wood nymph. Is that stereotypical? Simple and cheap? I'm not really sure. This was made in the 80s by 80s nerds. If you can imagine a more toxic masculine trope, then I'd be impressed. Say hello, at least be polite. Master, this is most undignified. This creature keeps giggling and nipping my bottom. My dear woman, please stop that. So she's not much help. I can go south from that room though. A corridor leading west and east stretches between the two galleries. What galleries? The west gallery. This is very like the east one, only without the underfloor ventilation. The spectre is following you. What? Also, I went east to get to the west gallery. The east gallery. A long, windy hall. Windy? 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 Scattered with pictures of long dead people. The floor has a hole in it. I can also see a guard. Oh god, thank Christ, there's a person who might be normal, who won't bite my familiar's ass. Talk to guard. Nothing happens. Oh my god, it's a statue, isn't it? It's a statue and I'm too stupid to tell the difference. Does anybody live here, aside from nymph and dog? Wait, now the guard won't... What? I can't leave the room now. The guard won't allow it. I've been typing go east like 14 times without really reading. The guard won't allow me to leave? Why? What do I have that the guard might enjoy? I've got a sock. I've got some weed. And a pipe. When did I get a pipe? I don't remember picking up a pipe. I don't know if that means a plumbing pipe or a weed pipe, because it has weed next to it. Oh, I can put the weed in the pipe. Okay. I didn't actually expect that to work, I'll be honest. Give pipe to guard? That's no good to him like that. Oh no, what do I do? Is this a death state? Would you like some soda water? Would you like some sausages? As you wish. Did that do anything? East. Nope. Get sausages. Okay, I just handed him some sausages and then took them back, as you do. After researching a little bit more and searching up the walkthrough again, I have found that in order to get past this guard, you need to light the pipe. I was on the right track. You light the pipe with the weed in it, he smokes it, and he goes off to sleep. Now, if you mosey your vision on down to the text box there, you'll see that I've typed in light pipe and it says I can't. And the reason for that is that there's a lighter somewhere else in the world, in a different room, in a different area, in a different time. I have been recording this for 1 hour and 45 minutes. And now this absolute prick is gonna stand in this gallery and stare at me until I run out of sausages and die. Thank you for watching, everybody. I'm going to go into the corner and off myself. That is my headcanon for how this ends. Mike successfully got his revenge and killed me in the most satisfying way he knew how to make me do it myself. I am never doing another text adventure.